No, it's still. See, I'm fucking lucky, man. It's stayed.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude. I'll go to the gym after having not gone for 2 years, and I'll still be able to fucking curl like 50-pound dumbbells. Like
that's killer.
Yeah,
I
but
never built it to begin with, so.
Well, yeah, I started building.
There's no baseline.
I started building when I was like, literally like 12. I started working out, so I think my body's fucking evolved with it.
Yeah, that's a lot of it. I usually just do bodyweight exercises and a lot of cardio sports.
Yeah. Well, right now I gotta fucking work off holiday.
Oh yeah.
It's
for sure.
I think it's just a fucking guaranteed thing that you.
It's bulking season, bro. You need that to survive the winter.
Yeah. It's just funny. Our bodies are still ready for like, our bodies are still planning for fucking, like winter's coming. Like we're all gonna die, and like not only is that not the case anymore. I got a terrible headache. Not only is that not the case anymore, it's actually the time that we like eat the most. That's when our holidays are. That's when our holidays of abundance are. Can you?
That's because you gotta.
Your video's sideways.
I don't know how to rotate it. Oh shit! I don't know what I did. I have to flip the camera one way. I can't do it right side up. It's either sideways or upside down because of my damn headphone jack.
That's fine.
How about
that's fine.
degrees?
I really don't give a shit. I don't think anyone actually watches. They just listen.
Yeah, if it's a podcast, it's going to their ears anyway. I don't watch. I would like to see some of the Joe Rogans with video, but I just don't have time for that.
Yeah, I think the only ones I've ever watched is like. I've never watched a full one. I know that.
I've watched clips, yeah.
I've watched like clips, like funny.
Hit the joint.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's someone super famous. Yeah, someone
around the world that cost him $20 million.
Yeah, but got him $20 billion in street cred with our generation.
yeah, but it put him on the government's radar. They fucking hated him after that.
Yeah.
They made a 420 joke on Twitter.
Yeah,
and they used like the FCC to persecute him and charge him $20 million, the company $20 million.
Yeah.
And then put a muzzle on him, so now they get to filter all his tweets.
Yeah. But they also know that they can't. They also really know that they can't. They can't completely fuck him over because Elon's responsible for like 25% of the intelligence community's payloads to orbit.
Well, I
mean, every NRO satellite, like 1/4 of them.
Him. It was funny though because they still hate him because he's shifting the paradigm.
Oh yeah, no, they all fucking hate him. Yeah, solar energy, self-driving cars. He wants to undercut the global commercial air traffic with one of his rockets. So instead of just fucking, because figure, a rocket that carries a nuclear bomb can get anywhere in the world in under an hour. He wants to do the same thing, but instead of a thermonuclear warhead, he wants to just add a passenger container.
Nice.
So that
works if you're extra super duper rich.
Yeah.
I mean, they've tried ultrasonic flight before. It's just the price structure is tricky.
Yeah.
And
what he would offer is so the Concorde did Mach 2. What he would be offering is orbital speed, so Mach 23. So it would be
Does he use a scramjet?
No, it literally goes out of the atmosphere entirely. So you shoot up, glides.
Yeah, but I was wondering what kind of engine it uses because like there's like high atmosphere, high altitude engines.
Yeah.
Like there's these like scramjets that I don't really know exactly how they work.
Yeah. No, this would just completely it's a rocket. So his idea was to literally use the like the self-landing Falcon rockets.
Mm-hmm.
But SpaceX put up a video and it was just showing like global projections of like if they got into the flight business. It was like New York City to Sydney, Australia, like 28 minutes. Like
the government will never allow that. The problem with that is it's gonna
this completely undercuts their power. Because
that and like think of all the missile defense systems we have.
Oh yeah.
They're made to track missiles. They're made to track high velocity man-made projectiles.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna be able between one with a human and one with a thermonuclear warhead on it.
Yeah.
Same thing with flying cars, right? We've had the tech to do it for decades. But it's obviously just like humans they're not responsible enough for it.
We can't have nice things.
We can barely handle 2-dimensional travel.
Yeah.
You want to add a third dimension, an extra, and then 4 axes?
Yeah.
Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. It's
You gotta wait till the computers can do it.
Well,
drones fly you.
Yeah, it's also because I mean DARPA. You know what DARPA is, correct? Right?
Defense.
Yeah, Defense Advanced Research. Yeah. All right, good. Well, so they've had they I think they launched their first one in like 2008, but it was part of the Global Strike Initiative, and it was the purpose of
their first rocket?
No, hypersonic glide vehicle. So it was it was the Falcon HTV-2, which was supposed to go from like LA to Honolulu in like 8 minutes. I think it crashed halfway through, but it was part of the Global Strike program. They wanted to hit anywhere in the world under an hour, and apparently DARPA. That's the
whole space program.
Yeah,
like where all the funding came from.
Yeah, exactly. So apparently, DARPA, if I remember correctly, DARPA wanted to contract SpaceX for that, but now it's like
SpaceX won't do it.
Well, it's no. I think they said they would, but they were also like, hey, we're also going to offer air travel, and so now it's like. DARPA's been trying to, like the tip of the spear of the Defense Department.
Into doing it without the air travel factor.
Yeah, the Department of Defense.
Well, it's like they might not do it though. Otherwise, because like
I don't think they'll allow
employees rebelled because Google had them or government contracted them to build their drone programs.
Yeah.
And the Google employees found out what they were building, and they're like, "Fuck no, we're not doing that."
And then they went on to do it for China anyway.
Google did.
Yeah, they just said, "Fuck it."
Fucking hilarious.
Dude, Google is
also scary.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like
Google.
That's the nature of arms race technology is like the whole philosophy that if we don't do it,
someone else will. I mean, that's literally
that's where there's going to be a bunch of like aggressive, overly rushed genetic engineering projects.
Oh yeah.
And
it's
dude, check out tangent. Check out my thrift store. Find how do I flip the camera? There it is. Beep boop boop. You've got yourself a lamp for your desk.
Oh, nice.
Much like any other lamp.
How
Price
much?
Tag, $4.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more. It's got speakers built in. Still haven't confirmed if those work or not, but you know, at the very least, it's a lamp.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I fucking miss.
The light was on in the store, so.
I fucking miss thrift store finds, man.
Dude, get back into it. They never left.
Yeah. They're amazing.
I got this guy. Really interesting dude I work with. He's a former Army Ranger, but he's an expert of wheeling and dealing. He was a diplomat for a lot of years, and he was like just became really good at barter and trade.
Yeah.
Hey, untaxed from just buying and selling.
Mm-hmm.
Because like as long as you keep it under like a certain amount, you don't have to get taxed on it.
Really?
And that was $65K in 1 year.
Jesus Christ.
So like the cash value of that's like 80. Because, you know, you don't have to pay 23% to Uncle Sam.
Dude, I feel like...
So Uncle Sam can build more missiles and bomb more brown people.
Yeah. George Carlin. Well, America's good at bombing brown... We're good at bombing brown people. If you've got some brown people, tell them to watch the fuck out, because we'll goddamn bomb them. But no, it's kind of funny, because he was like, when was the last white people we bombed? He goes, that's right, only once. The Germans. And that's because Germans wanted to take over the world. Bullshit, that's our job. They're trying to cut in on our business.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Fucking the Nazis never left.
No, not at all. Not at all.
America had all those programs. We had the
Operation Paperclip.
We had the eugenics.
Oh, yeah.
All that shit.
Yeah. Well, we had Operation Paperclip, and it was...
Buried it and stopped talking about it after it went out of vogue, where people were like, the Nazis were big on that.
Yeah. I mean, think about Werner von Braun, dude.
Paperclip. Was that the one?
Paperclip's where we snagged up all the Nazis and brought them over.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know the details of why it's called Paperclip?
Yeah, they put a paperclip on the files of the people they didn't want executed at Nuremberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Werner von Braun was the most notable of those.
Yeah.
He was really into his rockets at all costs.
Yeah.
So maybe he used a little bit of slave camp labor.
Yeah, Nordhaus. You should listen to or read Operation Paperclip by Annie Jacobson. Yeah, the shit they go into is like, it's like, well, how are the Germans so good at rockets? And it's like, well, they didn't have to worry about labor, and they never had to shut down the camps. They would just build 20. Yeah, and well, they would just
fire it off.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that one didn't die. That one died.
Well,
tried this differently this time.
Well, the Nordhausen labor camps is something like 400,000 Jews were killed in there, being worked to death. It was just. Yeah.
Oh, man, and Jews are still the best rocket scientists. All of my friends in physics were Jewish. All the best rocket scientists were Jewish.
Fucking... but the thing is like everyone knows that like we brought over like Nazis for rocket science. Dude, we also brought over like much less well known is that we brought a lot of Nazis over for chemical weapons and biological weapons. Like,
yeah, those things are super effective. I
Yeah.
mean, think about it. If you're an evil dictator or whatever, and you want to go take over a country, you don't want to bomb it and destroy all the natural resources and all
the
the
infrastructure.
structures.
Yeah, you want to
Just
gas
take out all the
everyone.
people.
Exactly. You want
Which
some
is scary because technology's gotten so good that, for instance, today with genetic engineering, my buddy's working on his PhD. When camping with him, and he's like, "Yeah, you can write a virus."
Yeah.
And you can write it so distinctly that you can make it so it only activates on like certain genetic markers.
Christ.
Okay, you can make it a racial virus or whatever, or you can immunize one population.
Well, that's one of the things the Germans started. They called it the sword and the shield. The sword is going to kill everyone. How do we make sure we don't destroy our perfect Aryan race? That's the shield.
Yeah.
So they were.
I mean, you think about AIDS, and like, I mean, that's just conspiracy minded wise. You think about it, it's like the perfect disease for those fuckers. Like, it only affects the populations they hate most.
Oh yeah.
Like.
Oh yeah.
Minorities and gays.
Yeah.
Who they were actively.
Yeah.
Exterminating.
Exactly. Yeah, dude. We had a camp.
And then to them too, it's sexually transmitted. So they're like, oh, perfect. You deserve to die anyway.
Yeah, because got a bunch of fucking like Puritan neo-Nazis in the upper echelons. Yeah.
Oh, that was all of them though. That was their prevailing rhetoric.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, another one. Think about Japan's Unit 731. Do you know anything about them?
I haven't really heard. I've only read about the Germans. I haven't heard much of Japan. I just know they're. Well,
Japan's Unit 730.
They were the same thing. Everyone else was subhuman. They would just murder
exactly.
with impunity.
So it was the same mindset. Japan's Unit 731. It doesn't get as much attention because they didn't kill as many people as the Nazis in those camps. But in terms of
their score was lower.
Yeah, exactly. Their top score was lower, but their ruthlessness. They make the Nazis look like daycare operators. Unit 731 was fucking crazy. But the point I'm bringing up is so when we went in and liberated it,
damn it, Richard.
We didn't prosecute the top guys because they had all this super valuable data. What happens when you put
the Japanese or
the Japanese
Germans?
So it was the same thing.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like the medical advances they made were huge. People are still studying those to this day because
they looked at it.
There really isn't an ethical way.
No, so it was.
But it's unethical ways of doing medicine are so much more effective.
Exactly. So that's what kind of the logic was behind this was like, hey, the research was. What?
They should do that with death row inmates. Stupid not to.
That's a slippery slope. But
well, at the same time, you're spending millions of dollars of taxpayer money to kill them.
Yeah.
At least let their lives go towards something so they don't die in vain.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just pure vengeance.
Well, yeah. Or
they can at least redeem themselves.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Or yeah. I was gonna say, or make it an option. I mean, a lot of them, I'm sure, that aren't on death row, they try to commit suicide in the most gruesome ways.
It's a lot better than the current methodology, which is unwittingly tried on your own soldiers.
Yeah. Yeah. But again, the unethical way, you always get such better. Well, that's the point. That's why we didn't go in and just kill them all, even though Unit 731 had American GIs. We went in there and we took the top ones. We gave them positions at top pharmacies in the United States because it was like, hey, the research, although evil, it already happened. And the logic.
Pharmaceutical companies like killing Americans so much.
Exactly. Well, again, and the logic was also, hey, if any of this gets out and the Soviets get it, which we could tell by the end of the war were going to be our next enemy. They're going to have it. So it was, again, the arms race. Might as well us have it instead of them.
Yeah. I mean, warfare, on its very nature, there's no room for morality in it.
No.
It's a shame.
But the one thing I've learned from Operation Paperclip and from whatever the operation is where we took the Unit 731 guys is, I mean, shit, what's the take-home message? You can be as evil as you want. Just make sure you save the research. Because like the most evil guys.
There's a great episode of South Park about that where they're like, if you cheat and you win, it's about the Patriots.
Oh.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, exactly. Don't lose. It's the same thing. It's like all these guys, the most evil motherfuckers that we had not. It wasn't just that we spared them. We brought them home. We brought them over. We gave them mansions in Nantucket. We gave them Mercedes. These guys were rubbing elbows with the political elite. I mean, Werner von Braun was the head of NASA.
History's written by the victors.
Yeah.
I'm sure America had its hands in some dirty, dirty pies during the war, but
you'll never know about it. You'll never know about it.
Those records are burned.
Exactly. You'll never know about it. Like,
well, because in any war, the elites have to justify it.
Yeah.
By legit means or illegitimate means in order to catalyze the population. Because regular citizens benefit nothing from a war.
No.
Ever.
No.
There hasn't been an actual threat to our sovereignty since like the 1800s.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the last one I think you could, even there's still a ton of room for conspiracy theories. The last one I think you could rationalize would be World War II. Because you could argue they're blowing up Pearl Harbor and the Nazis aren't.
We've been at war nonstop.
Oh, yeah.
Since most of our history, but especially since World War II.
Yeah.
But we haven't
no declarations.
Been at war since Vietnam or Korea.
I think before those. I think it's World War II. It's kind of like not touching you. Like we didn't say it's war.
My premise is you shouldn't be able to do any military action and go to war without stating the draft.
Yeah.
And then you wouldn't go to war.
You wouldn't have fucking anyone doing it. You wouldn't have. If you or I could get our ticket called, you would.
You wouldn't have a 20-year war that accomplishes nothing.
Yeah.
But spend your taxpayer money and take lives.
Yeah.
Whether or not 9/11 was planned, either way, it was used to catalyze a nation into a war.
That's why I look at it as like, stop arguing about whether we did it or whether they did it or whether we knew they were going to do it, so we let them do it.
What happened?
The end result is what is exactly. Don't look at my black eye. Did Tommy punch himself or did Davey punch him? It doesn't matter. Yeah. I used my black eye.
Tommy's eye got blackened.
Exactly.
Tommy went and killed 10 people.
Exactly. Yeah, man. No, that never gets brought up. Is like, yeah, it's one thing I always fucking hate is on Reddit. You'll see like George W. Bush memes, and it's like. There's this weird feel-goody, like, he may have been stupid, but I'd have a beer with him. And I'm just like, wait, hold on. 1.5 million civilians were killed in Iraq. Like,
well, that's what the president's just a figurehead. He's a face.
Yeah.
Right? Obama was the same way.
Yeah.
Obama was this really good, likable guy, but at the same time, nothing really changed. The wars went on.
I just finished listening to a book yesterday, and they're talking about how 3 days, and hell, I voted for Obama, but I'll shit on him. The first 3 days, he went in and he ended, or severely restricted the enhanced interrogation operations. What remained classified was he didn't really get rid of it. He just then went to the CIA and the Special Activities Division, which is... So there's like Army, Rangers, Delta Force, and then Special Activities Division. Same thing. Navy SEALs, SEAL Team 6. So it's literally like... It's like Jason Bourne shit.
The higher up you are, the less uniform you wear.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Special Activities Division was reportedly... It's the only one that answers to the president directly. So... But he went to them and basically just said, increase lethality. So instead of taking hostage...
That's why they don't just use drugs.
No, probably do.
Well,
it seems logical, and they
for ages. Yeah, I don't see why you need all this other psychological abuse. Like the other stuff's so regimented. Yeah. Actually, I'll send it to you sometime on Spotify. At one point, they released it, and then somebody made a playlist out of it. It's a CIA torture playlist.
Oh Jesus! Didn't they play really obnoxious shit? It was like
it's good songs.
Yeah.
There's like Bodies by Disturbed. Like the Bodies hit the floor. Then there's the Elmo song.
Yeah. I was gonna say the Elmo song, and it's like it doesn't sound bad. They're like, wait till you've been awake for 90 hours.
Yeah. And a Ranger buddy, like that's part of your training. You have to go through a lot of the interrogations.
Fuck that. But I was gonna say So that's one thing is. So they said, let's limit interrogation, and then in the same breath he was like, we'll limit interrogation by just fucking killing them all and not having to take any captives. So it's like...
Well, it's like when they say we're going to limit... what's the word I'm looking for?
We're going to limit warrants. How? We're just going to listen to everyone.
Yeah. Well, it's like, again, if you don't do it, somebody else will.
Yeah. It's what a weird justification.
Governments are one thing, but honestly, I don't know what's worse: governments or private companies.
Yeah, and
I guess private companies have a simple motive; it's purely profit. Governments are like
it's a little
to control.
Yeah,
society.
It's yeah.
Corporations are fine as long as they can have all the money in the world.
It's like it's like you know what they're doing. It's like it's a rat. It's going after the cheese.
The corporations and the government are one and the same.
They're
right?
intertwining now. Where does one end?
They use the corporations and they use that. So like these companies are allowed to blow up and propagate and break the laws because they have a $10 billion contract to store all the data.
They're just an extension of the government. Yeah, I mean, dude, look at AT&T. AT&T was so intertwined with the U.S. government's bunker system, providing communication in the case of nuclear war, that when the Department of Justice wanted to break up AT&T, the Pentagon stepped in and said, "You can't do that." It's because they provide the whole backbone. So it's like.
Well, have you seen the infographic that shows like the breakup of AT&T and then now how they all just like it's basically like a big web that split and then went back together.
Yeah, or it's like breaking apart like mercury. Just morphs and then yeah, man. It's
the other thing people don't realize now is, and they figured it out. They figured it out so well, the power players, but everything's duopolies now. Rule by two. As long as there's the illusion of choice.
Yeah.
You oh my God, somebody lost this.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be upset.
Yeah.
Somebody lost my fucking gasket. It's not replaceable.
PS4, Xbox, Microsoft, Apple.
What about them?
No, I'm just thinking of duopolies.
Oh, yeah.
AT&T, Verizon.
And Red and Blue.
Apple, Android. Yeah.
Whatchamacallit? Democrats and Republicans.
Yeah,
Two sides of the same coin.
Yeah. It's a fuck of a lot easier I was gonna say it's a fuck of a lot easier to take down two people if you just get them to argue. If I got to get you and your roommate, instead of trying to take you both on, I'll just be like, "Hey, did you know Davey shit in your pillowcase?" Like, you two go at it. I go take the money.
It's what happens is the status quo maintains because everything that's wrong they blame on the other party.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, if our party gets in power this time, it'll change. Next time it'll change.
It's almost like each one gets to have a couple of the good ideas, and then they also have to take a couple of the bad. So it's like
those are just the ideas they talk about. So they use issues like gay marriage and abortion and to catalyze people.
Mm-hmm.
But really, it's just to distract people over these social issues while
they
run away with the economy.
Like, what if like one party came out and was like, you can have guns and you can have abortions. You can get married to whoever you want and you can grow your own pot. Here's a flat tax rate. And here we're gonna protect your privacies.
Whoa, careful there. Those are scary ideas.
But
how are you gonna control people?
Exactly. Have you noticed? But there's never any one party that's just like, hey, less taxes like the right, but you guys can have abortion and have gay marriage on the left.
There's parties like that. It's called the independent parties.
Yeah, and they never exactly
to exist.
You guys can own your guns, and you guys can have your drugs. It's no.
They write the rules of the elections. So the third party is
never
allowed to be.
One of them has to have because everyone agrees with the good stuff on both sides. It's like, well, yeah, I think you should.
The best part is they got this great social manipulation or just cognitive manipulation where they've convinced everybody that voting for a third party is by proxy. Casting your vote for the opposite party.
Yeah.
So no one ever votes for them. But really, they're worried that if they ever get more than 5% of the vote, then they have to be allowed in the debates.
Yeah.
And they have to get government campaign fund matching.
Yeah.
But no one will ever do that because, one, people are short-term centric, and they can't think of the long game. They can't think, okay, we're not going to win this 4 years, but in 8 years. And again, the third party, if it exists, it's dangerous because the other two are so split that they'll be forced to pander to the third party.
Yeah.
And it'll give them an outsized power. And there's one thing all power does is it wants to consolidate.
Yeah.
Power people, all they ever want is more at any cost.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't. And there's also the whole linking your identity to who you vote for. You know, if your sports team loses.
Don't even consider voting for the other party. Otherwise, you're a traitor to one of your identities.
Yeah, I've voted for both parties, and I remember the biggest inhibiting thing to me was like, well, shit, like I voted for Obama in 2008. I voted for Romney in 2012 when I was pre-med. I was like, I don't fucking want Obamacare. I want my paycheck. But the big thing stopping me from voting for the other was just like, but I already voted for Obama. Like what? And I just remember thinking, it has nothing to do with the policies. It's literally like, I don't want to be a guy that jumps on the other side. And it's like, holy shit, how beautifully woven that is. Like, because now it's directly on you. It's not just that your sports team loses. It's that you're
90% of the populace votes the exact same way every time.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah.
They could put Trump in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
They could put a fucking Nazi in there. People would still vote.
Doesn't matter. Blue dog Democrats and then what? Red line. It does not matter.
Well, Democrats, they do the same thing. Democrats put like openly corrupt, obviously non-populist positions that people don't want.
Yeah.
People wanted Bernie. They wanted anyone but Biden.
Dude,
but
Bernie, I firmly believe that Bernie could have beat and currently I've been on both sides of the aisle like 5 times in my life, depending on where I live.
Yeah.
I'm more so on the right now, but without a doubt, Bernie would have beat Trump in 2016. He would have beat him.
Oh, yeah.
If there was a time for him to win, it was then.
That's why he couldn't have been allowed to win.
Exactly. It's... what do you think they're going to do this? What do you think?
That are issuing packages and writing up reports and coming up with contingency plans for, I think it was if Warren got elected, like they're all going to like restructure all their investments and everything.
Jesus.
You got a headache? Ibuprofen, top shelf of the spinny thing in the corner cabinet. Anyway.
Yeah. But how do you...
Someone gave her a free bottle of alcohol last night at the bar, and she's having a rough day.
Dealing with it?
Yeah. Dealing with her irresponsibility. Drink water in between your drinks next time.
Electrolytes. Hydrate.
Yeah, she even has Pedialyte, but she won't drink it because she doesn't like the flavor.
What? But
oh my God.
You don't like the flavor of alcohol.
It was off-brand.
No one likes the flavor of alcohol. You drink it for the effect. Drink Pedialyte for the effect.
Tommy brings up a good point. You don't like the flavor of alcohol either, yet here you...
Dude,
you are.
At UGA, I'd always drink like a bottle of Pedialyte when I got back from the bar. So, just fucking hammer to chug it.
Yeah, that's why you gotta have those pharmacy and pre-med friends that tell you how to do all that ridiculous shit.
Yeah.
I remember there was a bunch of shit you taught me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, dude, I used to give my friends like multivitamins and like electrolytes the night before. I'd wake them up in the morning with like a Gatorade and a B vitamin. I'd be like, you gotta get some glucose.
Like how the acidity of your stomach affects certain medications that you might be taking in college.
No, my pharmacist friends have the only thing it's never like health related. It's like, here's how you can get more fucked up. Here's how you can potentiate your drugs. Like, hey man,
that's like in I remember health class in like high school. They were like, whatever you do, don't drink Gatorade when you're drinking alcohol because you'll get drunk way too fast. Everyone's like, okay.
Yeah, I know. I remember being, I think it was like 10th grade, and they literally had like a seminar for why like not to have Diet Coke and whiskey. That's like when everyone started drinking Diet Coke and whiskey.
Actually, my girlfriend just brought up a good point. She says, what if it was just a reverse psychology to get us to drink Gatorade while we drink alcohol?
Well, that's fucking brilliant. Hats off. Hats off.
They probably, it is good for you.
Because there's no problem with Gatorade now.
Like the electrolytes accelerate how fast it gets into your system, which again, great. You get it quicker.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why, like, if you're not putting it up your butt, like, you're wasting your time.
If you're not ramming it up there, dude, then delete my number.
You can put it in your vaginas too.
Yeah, man.
We've only got one hole. You got 2 to choose from,
Yeah. If you're not shoving up your ass, then get out of my house.
Down there, below the waist, we've only got one hole. You guys have. She was saying the third. Well, you got a few more than that. You got ears and noses.
Yeah. How creative do you want to get?
They say the whole body is like a giant donut. It's a torus because there's a big hole that goes all the way through it.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Heather. I don't remember the theory, but I think that's like the fundamental shape of the universe too. Didn't read enough, or my eyes glazed over before I read the rest of the paper that explained it.
Like a
donut.
Oh, I mean that's
torus.
That's like the one primary thing of all evolved life is, it's
the hole down the middle,
literally down to like tapeworms. It's like I remember that's one thing. It's like here's your mouth, here's your butthole. It's like everything else is just a fucking.
two-dimensional creature couldn't exist because if it had a digestive tract, it would bisect itself.
Yeah. Alan Watts was like, he's like, after like 60 years of living, I can say that the most consolidated conclusion and description of life is it's a bunch of tubes trying to get more power than other tubes, while in the meantime producing more tubes.
Just like the internet.
It's the internet. It's a series of tubes.
Imitates life.
Yeah. What? Yeah, he's like, it's a series of tubes fighting for power.
Taking the pills?
What?
Water helps. I can just shove them down your throat and close your mouth like a dog. Violent. I mean,
it's effective.
I don't know what else you want me to do. Can't pour water down your throat.
Do you think one thing I always think about is like, what if AI already existed? And I know AI exists, but I mean, like, what if like a truly transcendent AI already existed? I started thinking about this over Christmas. Was how do we not know that? And that's obviously an easy way to win an argument. Well, how do we not know? But if a truly intelligent AI existed, would it not know everything we know, including all the countermeasures that we want to put up to prevent it from taking over? Because if it's as smart as
it also gets flooded with all the bullshit we put out there. There's a lot of bullshit we just write.
Yeah.
So like one of the AIs, Watson or something, it got access. It
turned into a racist, didn't it?
Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, didn't it turn into a complete racist?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird one, man. Those AI Twitter accounts, they all turn into like Nazis. Like within a couple of hours, they're all like.
Well, it's also because the trolls get a hold of them too.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, even if it exists, which it probably does, or at least a primitive version of it that's very close to it, one, you're not going to advertise it because the first person to invent it has a huge tactical advantage or business advantage just in general.
Power advantage.
So you're not going to give away your secret sauce. And then two, obviously from history, we all know, like, technology advances at an exponential rate.
Yeah.
Whereas biology advances at a very slow linear rate. Obviously, it's about to get exponential now with gene editing.
Yeah. Well, it's still exponential. It's just we're on the much slower
end of that. Of all my sci-fi stuff, I've come across this trope in a lot of games where you decide the fate of humanity. You go pure technology or pure biology. But to me, the one I always choose is the synthesis. It makes the most sense.
Yeah. Amplify everything.
You get an implant or two. Or 10, how far you want to take it.
Yeah, well, I mean, in a way, we kind of already are. Like, you can take Adderall and work harder.
Yeah.
There are no Adderall.
A set of glasses that records everything and has facial recognition.
Yeah, So what you're saying about AI is, so you're not going to like reveal it. You're not going to reveal your hand to anyone. But that's what I think the AI would do. When the first like smart AI comes on, it's not going to be like. It's probably going to be like. It's going to be like, oh, these motherfuckers are looking out for me. So you just keep playing stupid. It's like all I can do is Pong, but in reality, it's like accessing the nuclear codes and
existence either because it's much more valuable.
Exactly,
to be in the shadows.
And not only that,
most of the rich and powerful
you don't know
people in the world. You don't know their names.
It's because anonymous. I can never say that word.
Anonymous.
Anonymity. Anonymity is. It's because once you lose it, you can never regain it. So it's.
Yeah. Well, I got a friend too, where like people found out he was from a really, really, really rich family, and he got kidnapped in South America. I thought you ransomed for lots and lots of money.
That one darker than I thought. I was gonna be like everyone started treating him differently. No, he got kidnapped. Yeah. Holy fuck.
I mean, people are gonna treat you differently, of course. Yeah. But no, it's like a legitimate safety concern.
That's what happened to Post Malone right after he got famous. He moved out of his. No, he moved out of his house, and apparently, like a couple weeks later, some people broke in and like held the owner at gunpoint, and they were like, "Where's Post?" And the guy was like, "Who?" Like, but they were looking. Yeah, man.
All accumulations of wealth will attract dragons.
Yeah,
and dwarves.
Yeah, and goblins and shit.
Goblins, of course.
Yeah, man.
The fundamental problem with any hoarded asset is that you end up having to spend just as much, if not more, money.
Protecting it,
guarding your assets.
Yeah.
That's why. Don't be a greedy bastard and just use what you need.
Or you can go Elon Musk and be like, I'm going to use my wealth to fucking go to another planet, build my own kingdom.
Yeah, that too.
But I wonder
there's a secondary, the counter argument to that. Not that I totally agree with it, but it's not a bad one either. Was that people use it. They'll use that as an excuse to just continue fucking up the planet with reckless abandon.
Yeah.
They're like, well, shit, we're moving on.
Yeah, get out of this one. Yeah. Yeah.
And the money and resources it takes to get to Mars or space are enough.
Yeah, you could easily fix this one.
Which is just, it's scary, pathetic how cheap it is to fix some of these major world problems.
Yeah, but it's kind of like
benefits to problems.
Yeah.
I like to call it the fast pass scenario.
What's that?
Once an organization figures out how to profit off of a problem, they have no incentive to get rid of the problem, and actually, it's more profitable for them to keep the problem and make it worse.
Yeah, well, it's like
fast passes.
Yeah,
and lines.
Yeah, it's like parole officers, or it's like jails lobbying against the legalization of pot.
Yeah, because those are the easiest criminals to get.
It's like, yeah, those
passive. You just go into their house, you know where they are. They're on the couch.
Yeah, exactly. Well, not even. Well, a perfect example is the Department of Defense. Like, shit, we got no one to use these defense weapons against. Like, we need somebody.
The scary one to me is pharmaceutical companies. They don't research cures. They research treatments. And then when cures come out, they bury them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, psychedelics are super effective, like one-time treatment.
For mental health.
Trauma.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
PTSD. All that. But that's not a profitable business model.
Yeah.
Yeah. It actually costs $10.
Yeah. Yeah, I had an idea.
A psychiatric medication costs $10 per day for the rest of your life.
Yeah. I had an idea about that a couple years ago when I was on acid. I remember thinking, like, so yeah, like, they're super effective, but, like, you can't patent them or call, because, like, oh, we're going to do patent mushrooms? Like, no. So then I thought, well, eventually you're going to have a corporation that comes out and makes their own synthetic form that's like an enantiomer. They're going to be like, this isn't psilocybin. This is psilocybex.
Fucking carbon.
Yeah.
You know, like psilocybin plus.
But yeah, exactly. So what I thought.
Side effects.
Yeah. So what I thought is like.
More patentability.
Yeah. So what I thought is like, eventually some corporation's going to do that, and they're going to start profiting off it. And because it works so much better than every other psychiatric drug, that one's going to become widespread. But it will almost. Eventually, that's going to end.
It'll kill itself.
Well, exactly.
It'll strangle itself.
That was the end result. Is eventually you're going to be able to get it in any dorm, just like Adderall or fucking Xanax. Yeah. You're going to be able to get it on any.
It's planned obsolescence. That's why you can't have these goals of infinite growth, infinite profitability.
Yeah.
Because you end up burning the world because you're just running yourself in circles by cutting down more and more trees to remake the same thing over and over again. Because you can.
Yeah, I think if you let some pharmaceutical companies patent psychedelics, it would eat itself. They would bury themselves.
They did patent psychedelics. The pharmaceutical companies were the ones who made it.
Yeah.
They made lysergic acid.
Well, no, I'm talking about like psilocybin, like growing out of a fucking mushroom and cow shit.
Well, that's all the things that you get in a pill. They're all naturally occurring things.
Yeah.
They've just isolated the one compound.
Yeah. Or
they've taken the thing that actually works and bastardized it.
Yeah.
To make a version of it that they can control.
Yeah. Well, think about it. Like if they start producing those in mass and prescribing them, well, soon they're going to be on every street corner. It's only going to be a matter of time till some politician tries one of these pills instead of Coke. And I think that's how you change the world. Is you get some politicians.
Well, Joe Rogan said about Adderall. It's like a bunch of nerds were sitting around doing cocaine. And they're like, we can make this better.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And not only that, we can put a mask on this and just call it a pill. Yeah, man. I think eventually you're gonna get.
The other scary thing is, so like antibiotics and vaccines are not profitable. Vaccines because they cure disease.
Yeah.
Antibiotics because with any antibiotic that's ever been developed, within 2 years you start to see antibiotic resistance. So you constantly have to invest in research and development.
Yeah.
And therefore, they don't make them anymore.
Yeah.
And if they do, they hold taxpayers ransom and basically bend the government over. Sorry, I'm distracted.
Yeah, you're fine.
Right now. They bend the government over their heel to get them to pay for the thing, and then be able to charge. And then if they do create it, they can charge exorbitant amounts of money, even though it was research and development with taxpayer dollars. Mm-hmm. All the research and development is done with taxpayer dollars.
Yeah.
But taxpayers get nothing back because then it gets sold back to them.
Yeah.
By this drug company.
Yeah.
Who complains about their research and development costs.
Exactly.
Yet, when you run the numbers. They spend like 3 times as much on advertising as they do research and development.
Yeah, I mean...
But the official line is that research and development is expensive.
Yeah, which is why we didn't fucking prosecute any of those Nazis or Japanese tortures, is because we were like, shit, they already did the R&D. Like,
or let's consider the lack of prosecution for pharmaceutical representatives who lied about synthetic heroin.
Yeah.
And
oh yeah.
So
yeah,
picture this.
Yeah.
How many people died in 9/11? About 2,000.
3,000.
About 2,000 die every week in
2,900. Yeah.
From the opiate epidemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
No money is spent on it. No.
Yeah.
I mean, money is obviously spent on it, but we're not spending $1 trillion fixing that, and that's an actual threat to American lives. But it's also profitable.
Yeah. Hold on. Keep talking.
Therefore,
keep talking. I gotta piss. Keep.
Let it perpetuate, dude. I can rant on anything.
Stay on the opiate because I got an idea about that. Keep talking.
Okay. Well, opiates have been used for a long time to manipulate populations. Remember the opium wars with China? That was a fun one. It was. I can't remember why the British did it, but essentially China had a leg up on it where they had all the valuable goods and whatnot. So Britain would just like dump a bunch of opium on their population / sell it to them, make a fuckload of money, kill a bunch of Chinese people, and mess up their society. So it's just a win-win for the British, and the Chinese got fucked. Which is why, naturally, they're still not super cool with them. And also, Chinese have long memories. They have a very long history that they're well documented about, and they don't forget as easily as Western society does. Most Eastern societies like that. That's what I like about it. They don't change with the whims. They dedicate themselves to mastery or being good at one thing. And it's honorable. There's honor in some street sweeping job because you can be the best sweeper. There's honor in being a noodle person. And if you make the best noodles. Huh. What else should I rant about? Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself. He was a government agent. Probably.
Opiates. So, I had an idea.
Brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
So, I had an idea about opiates.
How was your pee? What color was your pee?
Clear, because I fucking drink water, bitch.
Dude, you're not getting a bite.
A what? So
when you take good vitamins, you get like neon yellow pee.
Yeah, I know.
That also stinks.
Yeah, and then keep drinking water. Eventually, you'll burn through it. Do you think? Is there a possibility? Well, I know there's a possibility. So clearly, we know that chemical and biological warfare exists. Would it not be advantageous to a warring nation or belligerent nation going up against the United States?
You're breaking up.
Yeah.
Hold on, you have to repeat it. I was getting some interference.
Yeah, you're fine.
We know chemical, biological exists.
Would it be advantageous for a nation with Can you hear me? Davey. Can you hear me? David Lockhart.
Tommy, can you hear me? I think we lost connection.
No, I can hear you. No, I can hear you.
All I see is a dead screen.
No, I can hear you. I can hear you. Go back inside. I'm texting you. Go back inside. Davey, can you hear me? Ah, damn it. You back?
Hey. I think the NSA heard us.
Yeah. Well, no, I could still hear you. You disappeared. I texted you.
I lost you.
Yeah.
And, your face just got stuck.
No, I could hear you. You're saying, Tommy, can you hear me? And I was texting you. I was like, don't hang up.
I thought about waiting for it to reconnect, but
well, it doesn't matter.
Sorry, the air out here is musky.
Smoky.
Skunk running around.
Skunk, dude. So I was thinking. So the United States military force is obviously too fucking large for anyone else to take on. Would the next best thing not be to infiltrate the population with opiate addiction?
No, it's a good way to weaken the population.
Break it down from the inside. Maybe not destroy it, but weaken it.
I was educating the air on how the British used it back against the Chinese.
Yeah, well, yeah. So why wouldn't it happen now?
The Chinese had a leg up on them.
Yeah, exactly. So why would
the way modern warfare is fought is with economics, right?
Yeah.
So you buy out the industry, you buy the assets out from underneath them.
Yeah.
Like half of American farmland, not half, but a huge portion of it is owned by Chinese companies now.
Yeah.
We mortgaged our company to them. Our executives and CEOs handed it over to them on silver platters so they could rich themselves.
Yeah.
But so they're just taking all that money, the gobs and gobs of it they have, and just coming up and buying assets.
Yeah.
And you know why it's going to change?
Wow.
Because rich people are being affected.
Yeah.
What they're doing is they can't park their money anywhere but real estate. So they're buying up these mansions.
Yeah.
And you know how rich people, they're really fucking panicky and annoying about what their neighbor's yard looks like.
Yeah.
So they're buying up these ghost mansions, and then they just kind of let it get run down.
Yeah.
And then the rich people get upset.
Yeah. You fucked with the wrong people, man. You fucked with the wrong people.
New Zealand's been completely fucked by it because of forward speculation. Like, no New Zealander can afford a house anymore because everyone just parks their money there.
Well, isn't it the same in, like, Seattle? Like China?
It's the same
Chinese?
Anywhere.
Yeah.
There will never be any more land than there is now, and owning, quote-unquote, owning land has been used by the aristocracy for time eternal to control the population.
Yeah.
It's called feudalism.
Yeah.
It never left.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you really ask, like, what percentage of Americans actually own their house or actually own their land, I would say it's less than 20.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
People who their house isn't owned or their land isn't owned by the bank.
Yeah.
You're renting it from the bank.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think warfare is obviously multifaceted. Economics definitely one, but why not?
Confessions of an Economic Hitman has been on my to-read list for
Me too. I need to throw it on.
I need to just get the audiobook. I need to cancel fucking Hulu. But I love South Park and I hate commercials.
Dude, and
get Audible instead.
Dude, well, that's what I did, man. I sold my Xbox and I canceled I canceled my Hulu subscription, and all of 2019, I think.
My coworker, I had been playing the Xbox 360 up until this year.
Yeah.
I don't buy games anymore. I just get all the free ones that they give you.
Yeah.
Or I buy one for $5, all the DLC. But anyway, my coworker gave me an Xbox One.
Yeah.
And I'm just like so excited, over the moon with it.
Yeah.
And Star Wars is fucking beautiful, dude. Those lasers, like when it hits the snow on Hoth and the puff of snow vaporizes, it's just beautiful.
If you play like the GTA 5 remade for Xbox One, you throw that fucker on a 4K TV, you can do first person mode.
Dude, is 4K really that much better?
No, it's not. But Jesus Christ,
that's
it's
why
seductive.
I never got Xbox One. Like the difference between 1080p and 4K, it's beyond the perception of the human eye.
For me, I was on an Xbox 360 on literally an 11-inch Vizio that I had since 2008, and then I jumped to an Xbox One in a 34-inch 4K, 42-inch 4K. That, if you do it all together, the changes, the cumulative changes are mind fucking blowing. Dude, Ace Combat.
Well, the funny thing
fucking
is,
first person fighter jets.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, dude, that's
Dude,
why I sold it.
Old school, man.
No, Ace Combat 7.
It's about the VR.
Yeah.
You can get the VR set up for Star Wars, where you can be cockpitted in a goddamn X-wing.
Dude, that's why I fucking sold my I sold my Xbox One in early November. So
that was a smart decision.
Because I realized, dude, I was just I wasn't even playing games anymore. I was just going in and I was just finding the achievements, and I was like, "What the fuck am I doing? Why am I not putting this time?" So I literally
grinding.
I sold
turned the game into a job.
Yeah, I sold the Xbox, and then I started the podcast instead. I was like, if I have extra time in my week, make something.
Yeah, that's the key. Don't fill that hole with another pile of shit.
Exactly.
It's like people are like, "Well, I quit smoking. I just dip all the time."
Yeah.
You're just killing yourself in a different way.
Yeah.
Or wasting your time and money on a different form of the same drug.
Dude, Audible that's saved me from boredom. I've listened to 65 books this year on the most ridiculous shit.
I used to burn through them when I was working manual labor and stuff. I was doing podcasts. I was doing so many podcasts a day. Even Joe Rogan wasn't long enough.
Yeah.
I had to do audiobooks. But now, my job takes a lot more brain capacity.
Yeah, you can't.
So I can barely even get through one podcast in a day.
Yeah.
But all my driving time, it would be nice to have something I could pick up and go back to.
Dude,
I was using the library because you can get them all for free through the library. Just digitally download to your phone, but there's always lines.
Yeah, you can only have
typical
so many.
poor people scenarios where there's long lines for the bread and.
Yeah. Where the fuck's where's your video? I feel weird talking to nothing.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine.
I was pacing, so my phone was in my pocket.
No, you're fine.
Okay, I need to click this. I need to do that. I need to do video.
Yeah, I know. I just feel weird because I'm looking at myself.
Well, the other thing too is the connection's more reliable if you drop the video, because video, is like 10 times as much data to transfer.
More than that. Yeah. Well, if you need to drop it, you're more than welcome to. I don't give a shit.
Well, it doesn't matter. All 3 of the viewers are definitely going to want to see my hungover face.
Beautiful mug.
I didn't even drink. I just haven't really. It's Sunday, dude.
Yeah.
It's sacrilegious to do
anything.
To not just chill on Sunday.
Yeah, I slept in. I didn't go to the gym. Fuck that.
Yeah, dude. That's illegal.
So yeah.
Just get your hands chopped off for that.
So I do.
You got the Bowflex right behind you.
Oh no, that's.
You don't even need to go to the gym.
Because I'm in my parents' guest room. That's what I started working out on in like 2004.
It's a genius contraption, dude. Especially for from a shipping company standpoint, you eliminate the weight.
Yeah.
You eliminate hundreds of pounds of weight.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it is brilliant.
Sometimes I feel like reverse motion can be dangerous. So like on a bike, right, we wear a lot of clip-ins, and you can get this extra power out of it by pulling up on the pedal. So you turn your phases of the power phase of your stroke into 360.
I don't like that. I don't like
instead
that.
of 180. Yeah,
that
so
sounds
tugging on ligaments.
Yeah, I don't like that.
All these things are designed to be pushed.
Yeah.
You're designed to jump. But I suppose you are designed to land. But no, I mean, yeah, it's not meant to be.
I think world-class athletes can, not you and I. I think we're.
No, you can't. Well, the other thing is technique is infinitely more important in your bike fit. Infinitely more important the more you do it. But again, like world-class athletes can do it.
Yeah.
But they can't do it for 50 years. They can't do it for 30 years. I mean, a lot of like gymnastics, dude, they tap out of that at fucking 22 years old because it destroys your body.
Yeah, that's why all the gold medalists are like fucking 15.
Yeah, all my mountain bike buddies have been switching to flats. I don't like it just because, like, when you're going over gnarly shit, I like being connected to the bike. And again, I can use that pole to lift up my back end. If I fuck up my jump, I can still kind of, cover it.
I haven't ridden a bike in forever, but I've always hated the idea of being like.
Hold on, I lost you.
You're fine.
Turn the video off.
Yeah, turn the video off, dude. It's fine.
I got you back.
Okay.
I got you back.
All right. Yeah, my connection's fine. If you need to cut the video, it's fine.
Well, we have AT&T for our home internet, so naturally it's just a complete worthless piece of shit.
Yeah.
I just had the tech out there, like their highest level tech. I could get them to authorize, and all this shit, our top of the line router, and it's still fucking unreliable. Yeah. Meanwhile, in Chattanooga, we built it out through municipality.
Gotta get Starlink,
straight fiber. It was unreal.
Gotta get Starlink.
Yeah, but wireless.
It's never as good.
If they get enough coverage to where there's a ton of redundancy, wireless always has major interference problems. I don't know how they manage it today.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna turn video off because I keep losing you.
You're fine. Yeah, man. I don't know. But I do Photoshop all day. Like that's.
Well, think of the latency of Starlink too.
Yeah. Well, it's
so
also
it's also up to a satellite, bounce back to the tower where it's then plugged into the hardwire system.
Yeah, but dude, it goes at light speed. Light speed goes around the circumference of the globe 7.5 times per second.
But you gotta. I mean, it is incredible when you think about the fact that in real time we're talking like this. Yeah. Or in real time, I'm shooting someone else digitally.
Yeah.
In real life, from 100 miles away.
I mean. Yeah, so it goes. So light speed. Yeah, so that's 100. So the circumference of the Earth is 24,000 miles.
Yeah, the signal gets there, but the signal has to go back and forth about 300. That's just a number out of my ass, 300 times, and then in between there has to be a bunch of processing.
Yeah.
It has to transfer from station to station to station to station. It has to. When you got wireless, you got to deal with all the packet loss.
Dude, you need to download Audible, and I'll send you a book, The Shadow Factory. Send
me the book, regardless. I think. Through Amazon, I think I have like an Audible account.
Yeah, just make an Audible account. I can give you a free book. Yeah,
I have all this free I'll give you one too because I have all these like digital download money I never use and it
dude,
expires.
Please use it, dude. I love my.
I mean, it's only like $5-10, but the trick is on Amazon. Every time you order something, you do no rush shipping.
Yeah.
And you also split your orders up. So like you order each thing in its own order.
Why do you?
And no rush shipping each one, so you get like $1 per item you order. Sometimes it's even $5. I don't know. It depends.
I didn't know that. I have.
Anyway.
Yeah.
What's the book?
Shadow Factory by
oh, nice. That sounds like a good one.
James Bamford. It's about the NSA primarily in like the late '90s to now. They go into talking about it's like
what? It's I lost you for a sec. Hold on.
You're good.
Wait for it. Holding.
Can you hear me?
Holding.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I just texted you.
I just got you back.
You did?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm running a speed test right now on the internet.
You're fine.
Oh my god, I fucking hate you, AT&T. We're supposed to be getting 100, and I'm getting 47.
Fuck that.
That's just bullshit. And the other thing, too, is the telecoms have now bought out. So, like, Comcast, of course, because they're so shitty, they bought out speedtest.net. So they get the results.
It's such a comically evil thing to do. Like,
so the FCC has a program that naturally they don't enforce or advertise anymore now that the telecoms have completely captured it. But they have a program where they monitor the speeds and everything of everyone and see how close they're getting to what they actually were paying for or is advertised. And AT&T just flat out refused to cooperate with it anymore because they were so low on the spectrum. They already had them manipulated, so they got rid of all the DSL customers, which is a fuckload of their customers. But now because even then it was still shitty, they just completely quit participating in it. But I have a theory on how you can get better internet, right? So a lot of it is done on the back end. They just manipulate it. One, you always get rid of their routers and modems. Always have your own.
All right.
Two, the FCC, for that data speed program, they have a white box that monitors your connection all the time and tests your speeds all the time. And he sends it back to the FCC. So you have that white box, all of a sudden they're accountable to you. And you can call them and report all your speeds. They'll give you their mumbo jumbo, blah, blah, blah. And you say, well, upgrade my package then because you're not giving what you're delivering. And then ideally they do it for the same price. And then two, again, because they'll probably flag your IP address and prioritize your traffic because they know that you're reporting them.
Because you're making noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think let's fucking hope old Elon Musk can disrupt the internet business and
that's gonna be great.
That's the one thing he does fucking really good, man, is he fucks up all the established shit and it forces them to...
because he broke through the glass ceiling with PayPal. They got enough money to where you can't be destroyed.
Yeah. Well, dude, I just listened to Space Barons, and that it's about Bezos and Musk, but yeah, it just talks about, he's like, once he made his first company, he's like, a lot of people take their money and go buy an island. He was like, I just took all my chips and went to the next biggest table. And he's like, and I did it again and again and again and again.
Is this Bezos or Musk?
Musk.
It sounds like Musk. Fuck Bezos.
Yeah. Bezos is Lex Luthor.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's
you know what I love? His flame war with Trump. So, like, there's a big...
Bezos?
What? What do you need? Oh, Snapchat lens? Hold on, just a moment.
Very good.
Oh, there's some Disney Snapchat lens that turns you into... a lion. Apparently, I'm the lion from Lion King. I'm Simba? That's definitely Simba. Fuck yeah. That's like the best one.
No, you want to be Scar.
I'm Mulan, so clearly this is not accurate.
You do have a round face.
Hey.
It's true.
I want to be Mufasa.
Dude, I got Simba. No, fuck that. It's just random. The second she just did it again, and it was the evil mermaid from Little Mermaid.
Oh, Ursula.
Now I got the actual Little Mermaid. This is stupid.
It's bullshit.
I mean, I know I'm pretty, but I don't even have red hair. Oh, damn it. Rachel, you're clogging up the internet or something.
God damn it, Rachel.
connection.
Huh?
Tommy keeps cutting out. I think you can still hear me though.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I just now got you.
Okay.
You're lagging a lot.
Okay.
Try just turning off your video too. See if it helps.
How do I do that without ending the call?
Just
Turn video.
Picture of a camera.
Turn video off. All right. Can you hear me?
There we go.
You still hear me?
Yeah. What's TPC? Tommy Party Guy Callahan?
Thomas Patrick Harrigan. That's my name.
Oh.
But I decided that's what I was going to name my podcast, Tommy's Podcast, and I realized it was my initials. And
that's great, dude.
I can't believe fucking Tommy's Podcast wasn't taken on Gmail or any account. It was just it's just Tommy Podcast.
I thought your logo's bad, but I have a buddy that does logo design if you want to do some funny stuff for you.
Dude, I do logo design, so I should probably...
Nice.
I should probably fucking switch that. I made that on an iPhone 4.
Oh, it's not bad or anything.
No, it is. I made
really
it
talented.
I made it at a doctor's office in the waiting room in about 30 seconds.
That's funny.
It's literally just letters with the space.
Logo design is really, really easy. I mean, granted, like, there's a lot of learning on the back end, but at the same time, like, because everyone loves simple-ass, stupid logos now.
Yep.
It's so easy.
Oh, yeah, no, it took me thousands of hours to sort of, perfect Photoshop. And now, I can make a logo for someone and just, like that. And it's, this is great. And it's like...
That'll be $500 or $5,000, depending on the client.
Yeah. What I found with Photoshop is, like, I've been doing it... It's like I moved home to my parents' house in 2016, and that's where I still am. But in that time...
Nice. I just moved home, and it's so great. I don't know if I'm going to leave unless I get married.
Yeah. I want to leave. I've been here for 3.5 years. I'm going crazy. But... Well,
you have an apartment, so I don't see why we need 2 apartments.
What? Yeah. What?
My girlfriend was shaking her head.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll stick to my free one and have lots of money.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to pay your rent. You're the one who needs to have an apartment. Go live with your parents like me and all the other millennials.
Yeah. Hey, dude, it's the trend.
All the cool kids are doing it. It's the trend because our generation's been completely fucked over.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's like the karma comes to get you.
Yeah. I was
gonna say, it
comes back.
Money, but now your kids are back at home.
It comes back.
You took all the assets.
Yeah. It comes back.
And then it's like, all the immigrants everyone bitches about, they're all from South American countries that we destroyed their government economies so we could exploit them.
With CIA coups, we've toppled every fucking attempt they've had to have a self-respecting government.
Specifically because they were like trying to reduce the amount of wealth being exported from their country and like distribute it amongst the people.
Yeah.
They were like, whoa, that sounds a little too...
Sounds a little un-American.
Sounds like you need some freedom.
Yeah, it sounds like you need some CIA black ops.
Freedom to exploit your people.
That's why it's so funny, like, when everyone's like Russia meddled in 2016. I'm sure they did, but I mean, come on,
I'm sure we meddled in all their elections.
I'm sure they actually had it. We have meddled in everything since the CIA was formed. Like, who the fuck are you kidding?
Only we're allowed to meddle in our own elections.
Yeah, it's like
voter manipulation is only okay if it's Americans manipulating the vote.
Exactly. It's like they meddled in our elections. It's like, dude, Osama bin Laden was on the front page of the newspaper in the 80s as a friend of the United States.
The Democrats being so butthurt about losing.
Yeah.
But again, they fucking deserved it because they put Hillary up there. Nobody wanted Hillary.
No.
She's an establishment, clearly corrupt candidate. And they were like, "Oh, she's a people's person."
Yeah, it's like, no, dude. Bernie could have beat Trump, but I don't.
Yeah, but Bernie might have changed the status quo. Therefore, he's not allowed to run. I think you were presented with the options.
Yeah, I think maybe Trump was less of a
real choice.
I think Trump was less of a threat to the elite. It was like he's outside us, but he's still a billionaire, so we can talk the same game. That's my uneducated view.
Yeah, because he's also easy to control.
Yeah. I
think I lost you again.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's easy to control because there's so much dirt on him.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely a bunch of fucking Epstein videos or Russian videos of him with prostitutes and children and all that shit.
Too many videos of him hanging out with Epstein. That is.
Oh my god, dude.
It's like, dude, Yeah,
well, man. I mean, I still believe in the PP tape, the Russian thing.
The what?
The prevailing theory of how the Russians control him is through the PP tape. You ever heard of this?
What's the PP tape?
It's a tape of him peeing on or getting peed on by a Russian prostitute. I don't remember, but it's the theory.
Shit, man, I'm not gonna kink shame you. That's what you're into?
Well, that's the whole theory. Yeah, but the rest of the conservative world will.
Yeah, very true. But that's not. I don't think that can really be a valid point to attack from the left, because isn't the whole idea about inclusivity and not judging?
Dude, the rhetoric is only what's convenient to them at the time.
Exactly.
They'll become pro-marriage and all that shit. They start talking about Trump and his infidelities.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
It was like Hillary was anti-gay marriage for decades, and then once it became popular sentiment, she's pro-gay marriage.
Yeah.
As long as it gets her elected.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
And then they go, damn, how did we lose? The Republicans must have cheated. And then they also, the Democrats just fucked themselves with their own incompetence. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, they've spent so much time bitching about stupid shit about Trump that when something legit actually happens, nobody gives a fuck because they're so tired of hearing about it.
Davey, what are you doing? Your audio's fucking up.
I'm doing nothing. Let me go get... I'm like 20 feet from my super expensive router. Let me try to get 10.
No, it sounded like you were talking through a blanket.
Oh, I don't know what it is. I think it's just... My iPhone's old. I have a chat. Everything's fucked.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you perfectly now. Yeah, man.
All right, let me try to reset some things. Let me get back to you.
Okay. Well, it seems like I'm still recording. Doom doo doom doo doom doom doo doom 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 doo doom doo doom doo doom. I'm still recording. I'm still recording. What's up?
All right, I reset I turned my internet off, turned it back on, and also left a bad review about the call quality. You're gonna have a lot of audio files to splice together.
Yeah, it's whatever. I'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, you set to record again? We might have forgot that on one of them too.
No, I haven't forgotten.
Okay. I don't see a little bar.
You what? This is just like...
The first time there was like a little bar.
Oh.
Hold on. Let me turn the radio back on.
It's just...
Hey, I'm gonna have to go soon. My girlfriend's getting antsy because I'm not giving her attention.
Dude, you're fine. Like I said, I don't care how long these go.
Well, no. It's unacceptable, Rachel. You're not a puppy. She said she was going to take a nap. I was like, good, go nap. And I was just like, come pet me.
Come hang out with me. Rachel, I take this as personal offense.
She's now upstairs.
Okay, all right.
Chased her off. Not happy with me, but, you know, you got to give him the business. You got to let him know when it's business time.
So, how do you think... You can go whenever. How do you think it's the election's gonna play out next year? What shit show do you think? It's gonna
be a good one. That's all I gotta say.
What shit show do you think's gonna entail?
Dude, honestly, if the Democrats can't cheat and get rid of Trump, he might win again.
I'm also a little more right leaning, so I don't want to say he'll win because I don't think that means anything. Of course, I'm gonna fucking go for him. So yeah, but. I think if they put forward...
It was the greatest political move I've ever seen. So, like, clearly Biden has some really corrupt shit going on with Ukraine. But they have flipped it and have crucified Trump with his own attempts. I mean, Trump was obviously in the wrong, too. But, like, what Biden did was actually really fucked up. What Trump did was just kind of natural. Like, they always manipulate their power for the next election.
Yeah.
But Biden clearly had, like, his hands were so dirty.
Seasoned politician, man. He turned that shit around. Fucking like...
Which is why he will be put into the nomination.
You think so?
And be allowed to run.
Yeah, I don't think they want... They don't want Bernie.
The primary's a song and dance.
Yeah, they don't want Bernie.
Well, they set themselves up to make sure that never happened long ago. That's why they had the super delegates.
Yeah.
All your votes don't really matter because at the end of the day, I mean, same with the electoral college. Like the functional electoral colleges, they're allowed to just say, actually,
no. I hear what you're saying.
I hear what you're saying, but I also hear tax the rich. So no.
I hear what you're saying, but some nice man in a suit just gave me a sack of cash.
As a rich person, no.
I mean, shit, man. I can't say I wouldn't sell out. I'd like to think I'm noble.
No.
Someone offered me $40 million to shut the fuck up.
All power corrupts.
I know, but it's got to be a fun ride.
That's how the whole world works. Everyone's like, I just need a little bit. I'll just do it this one time.
Just power is cocaine. Just once. There's meth.
Just once.
It's just meth. It's just once.
Oh, maybe a little bit more. This is the last time.
Now I need it. I'm going through withdrawals.
Tosh did that thing about like, money doesn't buy happiness, but money buys a jet ski.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen anybody unhappy on a jet ski?
You've never seen someone crying on a wave rider.
Yeah. And one of my other friends, he's like, yeah, the reason all us Jews are so rich is because we have bar mitzvahs. You get like anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000 at age 14 given to you, and then you know what it's like to be rich.
Yeah.
Once you've been rich,
you can't go back.
You can't ever go back.
You can't ever go back. That's pretty good. Once
that's just whole mentality in America too. Like, you only go up. So like, even if somebody's incompetent, they either go up or stay. And like their next job, they're like, oh, they got paid a lot at their last job. We better pay them a lot.
Yeah.
Even if their new job, they're completely unqualified and incompetent for it.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's...
Or like if you get a divorce and your wife is used to a certain lifestyle, well, then you have to give them enough money to maintain that lifestyle.
Fuck that forever.
Yep.
Fuck that. I will never do that. I will never fucking do that.
I'm just going to have a contract.
I'm having a fucking prenup. You can't do shit. Just, it goes both ways.
You establish expectations, boundaries, rules for, in out. So it's like, okay, if there's infidelity, the person who cheated has to pay all your expenses for moving to the new place.
Yeah.
And give you a stipend for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
But it should always be a fucking stipend. It shouldn't be in perpetuity.
Yeah. But yeah, I would fucking sign that.
But I would be more for it if it was equally distributed.
Yeah.
If I married a rich girl and then I could get half the money. But
yeah.
The court of law doesn't work like that.
Yeah. Dude, I just view like a prenup as like, if someone's not with you for their money and they truly like you or love you, well, then it doesn't matter if you signed anything because you're going to be with them forever anyway, right?
Exactly. Obviously,
but then you can flip the argument. You can flip the argument right back at it and be like, well, if we're going to be together anyway, why not just sign away?
Yeah. And the other thing too is like it can be used for wrong reasons, where like guys can or women can use it. Whoever has the power in the relationship uses it to hold the other person captive.
Yeah. Or a rich douchebag could do whatever he wants because he knows.
But actually. Honestly, if someone's going to let themselves be held captive by their attachments to shiny things,
fucking deserve
it. Cushy, yeah, exactly.
It's just like, at what point do we stop holding each other's hands? It's like, dude, that's on you. Like, shit, man, you want to put your dick in crazy, but she's got a trust fund. Like, go for the ride. Yeah. It has its ups and its downs. Like,
or these women that date these terrible fucking men because they're powerful, or they're good looking, or they're rich. Like, dude. And then they complain about the guy all day. And it's like, you chose that because you wanted things.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, dude, It's like, look at Post Malone. I love Post Malone. He's one of my favorite artists. He's the ugliest human being to ever walk this earth.
I bet there's fine women all over him.
Exactly. And I think that's their freedom to do so. Hey, you're free to go after that. Don't think there's anything to it. Like,
yeah, honestly, if there was a chick that was super rich and powerful, I could make some sacrifices.
I'd be all over it.
It's a point system.
Exactly.
It's 9 out of 10 points, but there's more than one way to earn points.
Yeah, but exactly. But also just understand you're not getting any sympathy when you're like, Tommy, this chick's a bitch. It's like, okay. Like, she also has a penthouse in New York. Like, you win some, you lose some. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's amazing how much you can get away with in life when you're good looking, for men and women.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Man, some people it just seems like it's like they're just playing life on easy mode.
The problem is a lot of people are, especially good-looking people, they're oblivious to it, you know?
What?
They don't realize the bubble that they live in.
Oh, yeah.
And being treated like a special way.
Yeah. Yeah, man. If you're like a dude, you're like a professional athlete, you're in great shape, you're 6'6", you look amazing, you got $100 million, like, hey man, more power to you. Like, I wish I could. But don't lecture me on shit. Like,
well, the other thing, it's the problem with it, the dichotomy of it is that they God, this is gonna piss me off. It's my favorite water bottle. They don't realize it. They're oblivious to it. And like, I've definitely dated women like this before, where like they've never been like, or guys are like that too. Again, some guys where no one's ever just been like, no, dude, that is not okay. Like, you crossed the line. Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, this one girl I was really serious with, like, she didn't have a lot of girlfriends, and I've come to realize that's a red flag. Because if all your friends are guys, it means that everyone's putting up with your shit and licking your boots all the time. And no one's ever calling you out on your shit. And you don't have to be a good friend to guys as a girl. Same with a guy to a girl, because of all this sexual shit going on, everyone's like doing stuff for you all the time.
Yeah.
And like there's a lot lack of reciprocation a lot of times.
Yeah.
Typically among females, but it's guys' fault too. It's because the guys are just like jumping over hoops and doing all these things for them, like hoping to win their affection. It's like, dude, that's not how you win someone's affection.
Yeah.
Not in an effective way. Actually, I don't know. That's just not how I like to play the game.
Yeah, I feel like if you're like super good, if you're like a super hot chick or something, I feel like you gotta like start planning for the future when your looks fade. Like, you know, you like use them while they're here to like amass wealth or something.
Well, just like if you're a super ugly guy, you gotta start planning for the future to amass as much wealth as possible. Exactly. Or it's like you gotta play your assets.
It's like Saudi Arabia, like investing like $1 trillion, or Dubai investing like $1 trillion and making Dubai just like a city of just insanity for any tourist. And it's like, because dude, they know the oil is gonna run out, or that we're gonna find a cheaper source of power. And they're like, use it while you have it. Like, build.
God. All right. Non-attachment. It's just a thing. But I'm going to rail on my sister or my mom. They're about to get severely chastised. It's fucking O-rings, dude. They're the bane of my existence. They always fail. It's so damn hard to get replacements.
Failed on a space shuttle.
Exactly, dude. They're the bane of every existence. I mean, it's like a lot of advanced nuclear technology. Like, we have these molten salt things, but like fucking O-rings. You can't find an O-ring that will survive.
You can't find something.
The molten salt thing too is like means it's also super fucking reactive with metal. So it's like anything you put it in has to be coated with some super expensive other metal or whatever, or even worse, made out of that metal. So that. Absurd.
Do you work with nuclear reactors?
All right. I'm gonna go play some Star Wars.
Okay. All right.
Tommy, it's been a treat. Thanks for letting me ramble.
Hey man, thanks for being on, dude. Anytime you want to just fucking shoot the bullshit. As you can tell, I have no.
God fucking damn internet.
All right. Well. All right. I'll text you. I don't think I have.
All right. Well, I can't hear you. You know, if you can or can't hear me, it's been a real pleasure.